Welcome back, SethBling here, and today I've got another Mario Maker level to show you. This one is called Gravity Swap Ghost House, and this is pretty much the first ghost house I've designed. Of course, every ghost house has to have some sort of puzzle or mechanic to it like that. The one in this ghost house is gravity swapping. So every time you go through a pipe, like I just did, everything is mirrored vertically. The thwomp that was on the ceiling is now on the floor. This hole in the ceiling is now a hole in the floor that we can just jump right down. Here's some more thwomps on the floor. The ghost house kind of has like an upright version and an upside down version, and so that's what we're in right now, upside down. You can see we want to go up to the right, so we'll just swap gravity so that we can just fall down that hole. And now the thwomps are back on the ceiling and all the boxes and everything. I actually went through some kind of painstaking efforts to make sure that everything was mirrored correctly. Okay, it's okay. There's a backup mushroom here. Although that jump is going to be hard. I'm going to actually lure the ghosts over here and see if I can... Okay, well, that was just going to be a really hard jump. There's the first kind of branch in the road. So we go over to the right. So we kind of see like this fire bar thing. So let's try and run past it. But it's kind of a dead end. So we'll go back. Oh god, I'll just run into that guy. We'll go back and we'll try the other fork, which swaps gravity. And so now... we get to try basically the other half of that little area there. I gotta be careful about that fire bar, but here we can go, and so now we get another choice. There's a couple paths down. We can't really see what's going on except that there's a power up down and to the left. So let's go grab that one. It's nice. It's a fire flower. Only thing is, the only way out here is to reverse gravity. So let's reverse gravity, but now we can't go kind of continuing the level because we have to go upward. So we're gonna have to reverse gravity again, which means going all the way back to that other pipe. But at least I got a fire flower out of it. So let's go back in here. This is sort of like the trickery of the ghost house, is trick the player into going one direction or the other. It's not really a trick. I mean, oh whoops, oh man. There's another thing, is I meant to duck there. I tried to duck, but I kind of failed. And now I just lost the fire flower. Well, yeah, goes to show that not all power-ups are worth it. Okay, let's try this again. Now I'm not big, so it should be a lot easier. Alright, so the fire flower is still gone there. I can't get it back. Here is a little platforming section. It'd be nice to have a backup power-up. Okay, just in case I hit one of those guys, but we didn't, so we're good. And then here it spits you back out on the ceiling, and the room is a lot easier when gravity has been reversed. And we have to go up here. Obviously, we'll swap gravity again. And this is the end of the level. So that pretty much shows you the full range of things I intended in the level. I actually didn't, in that practice run through, I didn't mean to hit the the wall there and fall down the pits. And have to run back. I also meant to kind of keep a fire flower, but that's the way it goes. Like right here, yes, this is very intentional, is that you need to go on the top path here. So this is the right side up version of the level. And you need to go in the top path here in order to continue on. But if you're a big Mario and you get stuck and... Oh, you know what, actually? Looks like I missed something. I tried to get rid of all of these. Let's see. Try to get rid of all the things like that, just so that it would be perfectly symmetric when you actually went to the other version. So it looks like I missed something there. But yeah, if you're Big Mario and you fail to slide underneath here and make it in there, then you fall down the pits. And the only way out is to swap gravity, and you have to swap it again back up here in order to make it through. And so that's what you saw me do during the course. So that's one mechanism that's sort of like ghost house-ish. And then the other one here is sort of like the maze-like aspect of not really knowing which direction to go. Now, this isn't really like a trick. The saw blade over here is definitely a trick that, it's a dead end. But the choice over here between getting the fire flower and not is actually a pretty legitimate choice, even if you know what's coming up. Because the fire flower is really nice for trying to get through this room, which has a little bit of tricky platforming. Although it's not too bad. You saw I made it through a small Mario. But if you didn't mean to, if you didn't want to head all the way back, this is sort of like a trick to trick the player. But you get rewarded, so even if you do fall for it, it's not so bad. Anyway, this was a fun concept to play around with. It was also pretty difficult. I spent a lot of time basically capturing screenshots so that I could mirror the thing exactly in the other version of the level. Now, it's important to note that there's like some arrows and some coins that really drive home where you need to go as the player. Mostly, for the most part, if you're just playing the level and you just go through every pipe you encounter, that'll work. Of course, there's a couple branches like over here where we had to go to the left to swap gravity to get to the right place so that we could take the correct path over here. So yeah, there's just a couple branches, but it's really nothing too complicated. I didn't want to get anything like too tricky for my first ghost house. I wanted to basically see kind of like how people responded to it, what the clear rate was, that sort of stuff. I want to get a feeling for how tricky I can make these things before really going all out. So definitely expect to see some more ghost houses from me in the future that are a little bit more complicated. But it was a fun concept. As if you want to play the course, as always, the course ID is on screen, and so you can just enter that in and play it. Otherwise, that's about it. Thanks for watching.